What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing today? I haven't made a video in like a couple weeks now. Been very, very busy. Just with everything going on in the world. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a topic. So as you guys may know, we're all kind of going through it, going through some stuff. But the real question that I think a lot of us should ask ourselves is, are we already going through a recession? That's the real question. Because my opinion, and just to kind of talk about this real quick, my opinion is, if you just look at the stats, because our economy is very, our economy is very strange right now. It's very unique. But if you look at the stats, if you really think about it, for a lot of, if you look around the world, a lot of us kind of already been going through a recession since probably the start of the year. You can really kind of say that. But like I said again, our economy is just very unique. So we have these spurts, we have these moments, but if you look at how inflation is affecting everything, you look at how prices for goods, supply and demand, right? Those kind of topics. If you just look at a lot of those, look at a lot of the details in those, you'll see really that that we kind of been in a recession already. But I think nowadays, because we've all kind of got accustomed to when a recession hits, it's like the worst of the worst. But what I think people never or fail to realize is that we have more recessions than people think. And so a lot of times you'll get a recession, but it may not feel like a recession, because it may be just 2 months recession or a month recession. And so it doesn't really affect not everyone's day-to-day, so to speak, right? But you kind of get that sometimes. Like you get, maybe you'll see like the Dow drop for a couple weeks. But it may not affect everyone, right? It only affects, kind of certain people. But in a sense, we go through these little sort of recessions where things are dropping or things are getting too expensive, and whatever the case may be. In this case, I think we're going through a bunch of little recessions, and they're kind of forming this one gigantic recession. So that's why I said, like, our economy right now is just really unique, because you got people who are spending. Maybe they have it, maybe they don't, but they're spending nonetheless. You got people still looking for houses, trying to buy houses no matter the price. Investors are trying to buy houses no matter the price. You just got people just kind of still spending money. No one's like really holding back per se. Don't get me wrong, there's probably a couple of you out there that's like, all right, time to start saving up or watching my bank account or whatever the case may be. But as many as you that are out there that are doing that, there's just as many people who are doing the total opposite. So it's really unique. It's very unique, our economy. Because like I said, you do have these kind of side gigs and side hustles that people are still doing and still making money from. For example, we all know about what's her name, Bad Barbie. This chick, this year or this past year or whatever, made $55 million. That's just on the big end. I'm just kind of saying that. But think about all the other people who are OnlyFans people, and they're making $10K a month. $10K a month, that's $120,000. You tell me, that's pretty good money, per year. So think about like some of the smaller people on a smaller scale who are doing those kind of things and who are making, good money. They're not making millions, but they're making hundreds of thousands. And so, those kind of people are the ones who are out and about in the economy and spending money, keeping things afloat, so to speak. So this is an interesting time to be alive, really. Interesting time to kind of see things and seeing, how things kind of progress. It is definitely not the normal economy that we're used to. Hold on. And So, with that being said, let's stick back on to topic. Is kind of Turo going into a recession? In a sense, that was random, but I realized why it happened. In a sense, Turo kind of is, because it really is based off of market. And so just like when we all kind of went through the pandemic, a lot of markets slowed down. However, there are a few markets in certain areas where it had just increased, business had increased, rapidly, just like bam. And it was like, super busy for certain people. But again, I think it's just, we're kind of seeing, pandemic-like times again, where it's just really depending on market. And so if you're sort of like a travel destination place, such as pretty much anywhere in Florida, you still might be seeing people, booking your cars. However, because I just watched a video on this and about a person in another market, which they said they're seeing a slowdown, and you're going to start seeing that where certain places that are very expensive, such as a New York, right, for example. Not that you can do Turo in New York, but what I mean is, like, if you're renting in Jersey and you're traveling into New York, right? People do that up there. That's how they get around, kind of doing Turo up there in New York. But what I mean is, like, certain places, for example, like Arizona, right? Where it's summertime, and you're not gonna see people renting cars there or traveling there. Certain places in California, you're not gonna see that, and so you're gonna start to see a slowdown in certain markets again. Depending on where you are, though, you may see a pickup or a slight pickup. Maybe not what we're used to during the summer, right? Where we're used to seeing lots of advanced bookings. You probably won't see as many, but you're still going to get some. And so that's the question that I kind of have today is like, are we seeing sort of this Turo recession? And, you can kind of say, yeah, again, kind of similar to the pandemic, but I don't think it's necessarily a Turo recession. You will see a drastic slowdown probably this coming winter. We always know, like, Turo slows down drastically in September and kind of September and a little bit of October, where it's just like it's going to be super slow. So, like, kind of my recommendation is, like, if you're, save up money so when that time frame comes, you're not struggling to pay bills, you're not struggling to pay car notes, insurance, etc. for your Turo business. So, make sure you guys put some money away. Like, same thing for me. I need to take the advice I'm telling you guys, but I'm definitely putting money away, just to make sure things are covered for a rainy day. So, like I said, we're just going into some unique times. So, just be wary of that, and just try to do your best. I just told someone the other day, I'm kind of in this Facebook group. We talk a lot about Turo stuff and things of that nature. But you have to also try to put a little bit of money advertising. I do some ads on Google, occasionally, so that kind of puts me out there a little bit more than most people. But don't rely strictly on Turo, and it's just a general life thing in general, just life advice in general. Just like, don't put all your eggs in one basket, so don't strictly rely on Turo. Try to put some ads out there on Google and those places, Facebook, whatever you need to do, promote, create a second Instagram for your Turo fleet, promote that, put that out there amongst friends and family. Like, these are some of the things I do, but just so people are aware, and, like, you're eventually, if you're posting nice pictures of cars, people are going to be looking at, your Instagram, for example, or your Snapchat or whatever, and they're going to be like, wow, that's a really nice car. Oh, Oh, he or she rents that out? Oh, wow. Oh, what's the price? Oh, okay, that's pretty good. I think I could do it, or I think I could save up and do it. And then all of a sudden, you're going to have, business coming from other places other than Turo. And, that's kind of what I do. Like, I got people, booking me from Instagram. So, don't put all your eggs in one basket, guys. Just, be wary of things and just make sure that you're putting yourself out there a little bit, not just on Turo. But I just wanted to touch base about this, kind of talk about this. Is Turo going to recession? Again, I don't think so. Just, we have a very unique economy. That's what I would say. Very unique economy. And you guys just, make sure you save money. Keep your head up. I think things are good in certain markets, but I understand also in other markets, maybe not so much. So, just do what you guys need to do. Make it through these tough times. Again, try to save some money for the end of the year. So, rainy day, you're going to be okay. All right, peace.